Okay, I'm going to explain what we're going to do in this lesson in the presentation and do some part of it after this presentation. First, you remember that we had our class called MySQL Session Handler, which actually implements the session handler interface. What we're going to do in this lesson, and after that, we're going to have a different class persistent session handler, because we want to do garbage collect on the sessions that we're not using. That's why we need to put the sessions we're not using into the separate database to garbage collect it. And for the auto login, we're going to have another class separate from all of these classes. But class persistent session handler as well as auto login class on the blue and purple one are going to work together with a trait called persistent properties. If you don't know what trait is in PHP, they have been introduced in PHP 5.4, and the purpose is sharing the same properties in two classes. So we're going to have the same properties, doesn't matter how many, but we're going to have the same properties for the class auto login as well as class persistent session handler. So these are going to be sharing a few properties, but trait is going to be shared between these auto login and persistent session handler. For more information, you can go to the PHP documentation and have a look at it. But now I have a trait in my exercise file. I want to copy that and paste it in my Parse Click folder and use it. So let's go and start using this. So in section number 5, video number 17, I have a persistent properties, which I'm going to copy this, hold down Alt and drag it and paste it inside the session and right here. So if I close this and open up this persistent properties, you can see that I have my namespace on the top, Parse Click Sessions, and then how trait work, you have to use the keyword trait and name it. The name has to be camel case or start with a capital letter. And then these are the properties that you're using in the two different class or two different objects. So I have a cookie called Parse Click Auth. You can name it anything you want. I have a table ses for session, table user, table auto login, and column ID or SID. Call expiry, we have call name, which is going to be username. Call data is going to be data. User key token created, used, and you can go on and on. So if you change any of them, it's going to be effect on the classes that we're going to create in the next movie. So for this movie, you just want to go ahead and use this trait inside your session folder, inside the Parse Click folder. Make sure that your namespace has to match your folder. So I have Parse Click and Sessions, which means that I have this folder named Parse Click and Sessions. These are the namespaces you want to pay attention to. So we're going to go in the next movie and continue this.